Hi guys, it's Disney Girl here, back for another Disney's Magic Kingdoms game live stream. So before we start talking about how to get our kingdom all ready for Tower Challenge number 7, I did want to address something that a lot of you guys have been talking about here in the live chat this morning, and that is the passing of Cameron Boyce, which is extremely sad news. A lot of us knew him as Carlos, who was Cruella de Vil's son in the Descendants movies. So my heart goes out, obviously, to his friends, family, and of course, all of the Disney Descendants cast out there. Again, it's extremely shocking and sad news about that. So yeah, I kind of feel a bit sad this morning because I was working actually last night, really weird. I was actually finishing up my Descendants predictions, if it was coming into Disney Magic Kingdoms game and stuff like that. And then I woke up this morning and I saw that. So I think I'm going to hold off on posting that for a couple of days now, but I will be posting something about that obviously in like probably the next week. I'll just wait till obviously things sort of die down a little bit. And yeah, but for now though, we do have Tower Challenge number 7 that we do have to start preparing for in our kingdom. So I know my image on the screen doesn't sort of fill it up just because like I feel like this is sort of the best way that we're going to be able to see everything here. So if you guys are new to Tower Challenges, guys, this is what Maleficent's Tower does look like in Disney's Magic Kingdoms game. So I will be talking about what this tower means, how do we handle this tower, especially for newer players and obviously us veteran players. I think I can call myself a veteran player now. So yeah, I'm gonna obviously talk to you guys a lot about the tower and how this one is gonna definitely differ from the previous one. So I did want to give a couple of shout outs though before we dive right into this here. So we've got here Amanda, Juniper, Severus, Stacy, Tubby, Christina, Jack, Cheryl, Ryan. Thank you guys so much for being here today for the live stream. So as I said, this is Maleficent's Tower. If you guys see at the bottom here, there are 3 gems. Now, when one of the gems is up, like we can sort of see there's one that is floating in the air. That one there, that means that we are on that chapter. So obviously there are 3 chapters, each last about 5 days. And again, the diamond goes up and it just stays there. When it is done, the chapter, then it will turn gray and it will still stay there, but it will just be faded out. And then obviously the second diamond will come up and it will stay purple. And then again, it will turn gray, and then chapter 3 will come, the same thing will happen again. Now, Maleficent stands on her tower the entire time, unless you've had one of those weird glitches in the past, but at the last few tower challenges, they haven't had any, so that is obviously fantastic. For a while there, if you guys didn't know about the glitch, it was actually quite funny. Maleficent's Tower would appear somewhere like where the statue is of Mickey and Walt Disney, obviously, or that gold statue right in the kingdom. It was like right there in between there and Main Street. And then Maleficent would be like on the other side of your kingdom. On mine, I remember she was like standing on top of like one of my concession stands once, which was really quite funny. And I was like, oh my gosh, Maleficent's in the kingdom for a change. But yeah, no, we still have no control over Maleficent. And the tower is supposed to appear here. Now, if you guys aren't sure where that is, if you guys find the big giant balloon in your kingdom, that is where the Tower Challenge appears. The balloon sort of floats away and obviously the tower appears. So that is what the tower looks like. Now, on the side here, we can see in this particular Tower Challenge, there are sort of 2 of our characters that we know in our kingdom, Sally and the Evil Queen here. So when obviously that is going to be in your side quest, or sorry, your quest bar. Now you can see the Evil Queen is a side quest, and then you can see Sally is a Tower Challenge or limited time event quest. That's what we call them. So basically you will do that dialogue and stuff. It means it'll sort of give you an additional storyline for you guys to follow, and then from there you'll get currency, refresh tokens, that sort of stuff that is going to help you out in the Tower Challenge. So that is obviously really awesome. Now each chapter, it will have different characters sort of there, and obviously the face of the character will change as you're doing the dialogue and stuff like that. So you'll get 3 sort of purple quest images there for the chapters. Now, when you are done the dialogue, it will disappear, but that's okay because again, we get great amount of currency and obviously refresh tokens through that. So I definitely recommend doing it. Plus, the dialogue is usually pretty awesome. So yeah, that is sort of what to expect, guys, depending on who is going to be useful. Now, it will not necessarily be Sally or the evil queen there. It will depend on what character collections that we will be using in this tower challenge, and we will be talking about that a little bit later on. I'm first just sort of going to talk about obviously what tower challenges are a little bit, not in like super great detail because I've already done that in one of my past videos, and it is in my tower challenge playlist. So if you guys are super duper new, I do have a video that is called like what is a tower challenge and how to best beat the tower. Like I've got a whole bunch of videos on, again, tower challenges and stuff like that and what they look like and all of the preparation. So this is going to be just sort of like not a total like recap. We're going to do a little bit of detail, but not too much, okay? So yeah, there's the tower, there's Maleficent. That is going to be what it looks like. Now, up at the top there, now we will get a better view, obviously, of this, where it says 12, and we can see that weird currency that is in between magic there, and gems, and obviously the amount of visitors that have visited our kingdom. So we can see there, that is the currency that is for the tower challenge. I call them either Maleficent coins or event currency. Again, that means exactly the same thing. So we will be collecting obviously those currency obviously throughout the tower challenge by doing different quests and stuff like that. So yeah, now we will go to the next image here, and okay, at the bottom, guys, it says how many days, and this appears here for the tower challenge, and there is a similar sort of looking icon for limited time events here. I think you guys can see that, hopefully. I realize my thing might be a little bit messed up. Hold on. I'm gonna move it up here. There we go. Okay, so right there, I gotta pay attention because I know the screen doesn't fit properly for some reason when I show images. So anyways, here is the icon that you guys want to click, and you will enter into the tower. So I'm going to show you guys the different screens and stuff like that in there. But if you guys want to get into the tower, you obviously can click the tower itself or click the bottom icon, obviously on the screen. All right, so now here is going to be the screen. I'll move it back down again that you guys are going to see when you click the tower again or that icon. So this is kind of the most important screen, and I'm going to explain sort of how this works. So at the top here again, it says oh my gosh, sorry guys, I don't know what's going on with this. The challenge and obviously the amount of days that are in the challenge. You can click the question mark if you want to know more obviously about the tower and stuff like that in and of itself. Now over to the side there, we can see that there is this weird sort of hot chocolate cup with cookies. That is called a refresh token. We will be needing lots of refresh tokens throughout the tower challenge. Here's just like a random number that I had in one of my tower challenges. And that is going to be to refresh your characters. And what does that mean? Your characters get tired when they challenge the tower. So for example, Bo Peep here, she went up against the tower. Once she does, she gets tired. And then again, if you want to use her again, then you will need to use one of those tokens so that you can. And again, you will need to check your tower every 2 hours. That is very, very important. And especially right at the beginning, you'll want to sort of get ahead with currency and points and that sort of thing. So for each chapter, it is important to try and check your kingdom like quite a bit sort of right at the beginning if you can. Now, there will be different characters that you will be able to use throughout the tower challenge. Now, that will sort of vary a little bit, and I will explain sort of how that works. I'm sort of keeping an eye on how this is showing on the screen. I apologize. It doesn't matter what device I use, it always sort of causes a problem in images, even though I size it to be like the screen, it just never fits properly. So if I'm a bit slow on what I'm saying, it's just because I'm trying to sort out the image as well. Underneath, obviously, the refresh tokens at the top, it says points reward. So you will be getting a certain amount of points towards collecting certain rewards, which are like currency, obviously chests that go with the chapter. and a limited time concession stand that usually you can only get from participating in the Tower Challenge and completing the points for each chapter. Now, we've had a whole bunch of different ones in the past. One of my favorites is the 3 grilled cheese concession stand. It's really cute. I can show you guys that in my kingdom a little bit later. There was one that was looked like the Pop-Tart. I know it was called something different, but I always call it my Pop-Tart concession stand. It's super cute. So again, I can show you guys those, and those are the sorts of things you collect from the points reward. There is a screen where you guys can check that. So I will show you that in just a minute here, but the points reward is just basically when you send all your characters out, like you guys can see right here, that is how many points your characters can actually go out and collect every time they challenge the tower. Now, again, beside that, it says coin rewards. It works basically the same way. It's just for the currency, okay, guys? So basically, those are the 2 numbers that you're going to sort of want to be looking at when you send your characters out. Now, it'll vary, right? So depending on how high your characters are in terms of their levels, you'll get obviously different rewards for points and coins. So that is why we try and max out our characters in our kingdom if we can. I know it's hard for smaller kingdoms for sure, but you know what? Just try and get your characters as high as you can and try and get as much as you can from the Tower Challenge while it is there. So we are going to have 5 slots. Okay, that's what I call sort of each particular one here. Where you can see Bo Peep, Fairy Godmother, Daisy Duck, Cobra Bubbles, and Nani in this example here. So again, you are going to be sending 5 of your characters out at a time to challenge the tower. You don't have to send 5 if you guys don't have, let's say you don't have Fairy Godmother or something, for example. You do not necessarily need to send her out. It will just remain blank though, and you will get less points and currency obviously from that. So you do want to try and send out 5. Now, as you guys can see, you're probably wondering, what is the featured collection? The featured collection, 2 characters right there. We can see Cobra Bubbles and Nani. Those 2 characters obviously are from the Lilo and Stitch collection, and they are limited time event characters. So not everybody can collect them if they didn't participate and haven't opened, obviously, Lilo and Stitch Legendary Chess. But the featured character never gets tired. Okay, so Nani in this particular case, you can use over and over and over and over again, and it's great. Okay, and then we can see the featured collection here, right beside where Cobra Bubbles is. It's going to be all of the rest of your characters that are part of Lilo and Stitch, okay? So again, 5 characters can challenge the tower at a time. Now, there are other characters besides the ones that you guys see right here on the screen that you will be able to choose from. So if it's from where we can see Bo Peep, if it's like the Toy Story collection and stuff like that, you can get characters like Woody and Buzz and Rex, and there will be a list of characters there that you can choose from depending on who you have. That will obviously vary in your choice to challenge the tower and stuff. So same for each slot, but again, 5 characters can go out at a time to challenge the tower, okay? So that is that. Now we can see again at the very bottom, it says 1 hour 56. It actually is 2 hours, but again, when this screenshot was taken, it was 1 hour 56. So every 2 hours, again, you can send those characters out. Now, once a day, you will be able to refresh all of your characters. So that is usually around 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can refresh all of your tired characters if you so choose. And then that way, all your characters will sort of reset, and then you don't have to use those refresh tokens. So sort of keep an eye on that. Obviously, you want to use all of your characters that you can use to challenge the tower at least once. Oh, I just realized I'm not even showing the image properly. Sorry. Okay. No tired characters where it says it right there with the refresh token. You can click that again once a day, and then you will be able to refresh all those characters. Now, I obviously must have just done that in this image here. So again, it says no tired characters, but as you use them, they will show as tired characters there, okay? Now, if you guys are not sure how do you get these refresh tokens? You can get refresh tokens. I'll just change it here. Sorry guys about this ridiculous imaging. Okay, so up at the top here where we can see, again, that refresh token, you can click that and it will actually tell you the list of characters that can actually go ahead and collect those tokens. It will vary, obviously. I know we've used like Kanga and Rue, I remember at one point went out together. Tinkerbell went out on her own during one of the tower challenges. In the last one, so the Aladdin Tower Challenge, the Sultan was very useful for that. So if you guys ended up purchasing him, he was a premium character in that tower challenge. You guys, obviously, you could use him to collect those refresh tokens. So I'm assuming one of the hyenas is going to be useful for that in Tower Challenge number 7. All right, so let me just move this image here, and we're going to go to the next one. So this is just another example here of the Tower Challenge and other character collections that you can use. Again, it's going to vary, and you'll know sort of by choosing the characters. Like if you click where the Toy Story icon is, for example, you will be able to choose, again, the list of characters that are there. Sometimes multiple collections can be used in one of those slots, and by slot I mean where like the one symbol is, that I could call a slot. Again, there'll be a whole list that you can use there, and again, multiple character collections have been used in the past, so again, you can get like random characters from those collections. It will just depend. All right, so again, this is just another shot of the Tower Challenge and stuff like that. And again, the rewards and stuff, the range that you can get there obviously varies depending on how many characters you've selected. Now on to the next one. So this, guys, is a pretty important screen. So how you guys get here is there's going to be a little icon of a present box. Okay, that particular box there is going to be along the side. All you do is you click that, and you will be able to go and check out the event shop. The event shop is where you are going to be collecting for the hyena that is in the event shop in this particular case. I believe it's supposed to be Shenzi this time. So she is going to be in the spot where Cricky is. And obviously, depending on what chapter, there are going to be character tokens that you are going to need to collect for that featured character for the Tower Challenge. So in this particular case, it was like the little cup of tea, and that was 200 event currency, okay? Then there was obviously his little cage there, and then his ears hat. So different amounts you had to collect. They obviously cost different amounts. And if you guys are wondering what on earth here in chapter 1 was going on here with Nani and the attraction there, which was Lilo's house, that basically they were just attractions and characters that you could use your currency on to actually purchase those two. If you already have them, then this is sort of what you're going to see. You're going to see a big giant check mark beside each, and then it doesn't exactly tell you the price. Now, however, if you haven't purchased them, this is from another Tower Challenge, the Incredibles one where we got Jack. We can see here it does show the amounts of each. Now, that has sort of varied depending on the Tower Challenge, obviously. But the Incredibles one, we had to collect the baby bottles for chapter 1, and that was only 200. So that was obviously really great. And then Jack Skellington's house was 500, and Jack Skellington himself was 750. So again, just depends, obviously, if you have those characters or not, but you can use your currency for that instead of collecting for the featured character. So that is obviously another great way to collect characters that were part of limited time events. So this is just another shot here. This was of chapter 3. Mrs. Incredible was 750, and Syndrome attraction was 500. Again, it does change though depending on the chapter and stuff like that. So yeah, you guys will need to collect, obviously, for the featured character though, different character tokens, as I said, 3 of them, and then plus there'll be currency that you guys will need to collect as well. That sometimes towards the end can be a little bit difficult. 3,000 in this particular case was quite a bit. Again, that has sort of changed throughout the Tower Challenges. Now, if you guys want to know, remember I was talking about those points. If you guys want to know about all of the points and stuff like that you guys can get, obviously, in the Tower Challenge, you can go to Progress, which is the top icon sort of on the list on the side there. And you can, as I showed you guys before, you guys can get a featured concession stand. So in this particular Tower Challenge, there was one that right at the end, and you needed 20,000 points in chapter 1. And then as you can see, depending on how many points you're able to collect, you got some currency, all right? So they refresh though at the start of every chapter. So that is just something to keep an eye on. Your currency won't, it'll stay the entire time, but your points do refresh. So you do need to collect 20,000 within those 5 days. For the first one, and then again chapter 2 all your points reset. Okay, so again it does require quite a bit of points for sure, but just something to keep in mind that they do refresh, so you will need quite a bit. So hopefully that answered you guys' questions on what is a tower challenge and stuff. Again, I have a very detailed video if you guys want to check that out. So let's now go into my kingdom. I will need to resize this, guys, so just give me 2 seconds here. I don't know why I have to keep doing this, but I do. Let's see. I think that's okay. There we go. So here's my kingdom, guys. So we are here today, and I'm going to show you guys sort of a couple of other things to do with the tower challenge, and locations of things. So I remember I was talking to you guys obviously about that big giant balloon. So there it is right there. That is going to disappear, and that is where the tower is going to go. Now, there will be leaderboard events that you can participate in if you want to, and that is based off of your points throughout the tower challenge. And depending obviously on your ranking and how you do on those leaderboards, you will get a chance to win a Maleficent Horns concession stand. Okay, now this one is particularly rare. Okay, in the past it's always been this concession stand for the chapters and stuff, so that is obviously really awesome. You guys do get the chance to win one of these, and you know what, if you guys are like, oh, I've already won, and you know, I've won so many of these, don't need any more. Well, you know what? It's super good for elixirs. So you might want to think twice. You do want to try and get as many of these as you can. I think it's like, it used to be like 700 elixirs, but now with the elixir adjustments and stuff in Merlin's shop, now I believe it's like double that. So it is worth quite a lot. We can actually probably check. I know I've got one in Merlin's. Conjuring Cauldron here. Okay, so there is Maleficent's Horn Stand. It is now 2,250 elixirs. So you guys can trade those in if you want. It will cost you 6,750 magic though to do. So I'm definitely not going to do that. But it is worth quite a lot. It is a legendary concession stand to get. Now there is a list obviously now of other concession stands that are legendary. They were not always like this, but again, there is a whole list of them. But Maleficent's Horn Stand, it's so cool to try and get one of those into your kingdom. I think I've put maybe 1 or 2 of them in the Conjuring Cauldron in the past, but I tend to sort of hold on to them a little bit. Yeah, so where it says the new event coming soon at the bottom is where you are going to see, again, that Tower Challenge logo. That will change, obviously, the logo once the Tower Challenge starts. And yeah, so we will be able to use that button. So just you'll get familiar with it right now, exactly where it is. You can click it right now, and it just says the curse is spreading and get ready with the community. So other than that, though, I think that pretty much explains it. Now, we will be obviously using featured collections, as I was talking about, like the Lilo and Stitch and the Incredibles and things like that. So I do have a couple of predictions for obviously what collections we are going to need and use. The one, though, that I will say, and this is where Tower Challenge number 7 is going to differ a little bit from previous Tower Challenges, is going to be the Lion King, okay? The Lion King is going to be apparently available for each chapter, and you are going to be able to collect Timon, Pumbaa, and Nala in the event shop instead, okay? Of like getting, for example, Nani and Lilo's house and whatever, right? As we saw in my my images. So that is going to change just a little bit. So you guys definitely, if you don't have those characters, like I know I don't have Nala, so I will be very much looking forward to getting her. I think she's probably chapter 3 though, so I don't know if I'll end up getting her in a legendary chest before I can actually purchase her. So we'll have to wait and see about that. Simba's not supposed to be though, but I might have to open a couple of legendary chests to try and get him, but we will have to wait and see. Now, the thing that really isn't clear to me is with this particular tower challenge, because we are getting 3 characters, I am actually wondering whether the Lion King characters are going to be used the entire time as a featured collection. Okay, so that is what I'm beginning to wonder, if actually in replacement of the featured collections and stuff, it's literally just going to be Lion King characters that we are going to use, and that one character that will not get tired to challenge the tower, that is what is going to be like Timon, Pumbaa, or Nala, depending on the chapter. So I'm thinking maybe it's going to be we're using Lion King the entire time. Or we are going to be able to use Lion King characters and they are going to be the ones, and maybe they'll all get tired. I don't exactly know. And then in that featured collection spot, the second slot, where again, usually is like one featured character and then the featured collection. I'm wondering if we are going to end up using the Lion King characters in one slot, and the other slot is going to be a different collection. So for example, the Little Mermaid, which technically should have been used in the previous tower challenge, and it wasn't. It ended up being Wreck-It Ralph. So I'm thinking that maybe that's sort of where the tower challenge is going to differ just a tad, is that, again, we're going to have that featured collection that we're going to be able to use, and we're going to have 2 of them. But the Lion King one will stay there the entire time. I don't know, but that is definitely what I am wondering with this tower challenge, because they've got 3 characters and they are not letting us collect a variety of collections. Obviously throughout the tower challenge, like each chapter, we can collect, again, that attraction and character. I'm thinking it might, that's why it will change, forcing us to buy legendary chests, which is never that fun for people that aren't spending money in the game. But if you guys or you participated in the events, you guys may already have those characters, might have them nice and high, and you will be able to use them. So that is sort of what I'm thinking. Now, I am going to be doing my predictions based off of both ways, the old way and the possible new way, okay? So as I said, Lion King is obviously going to be used. Now, whether it's going to be chapters 1, 3, or all chapters, that is yet to be determined. Usually it's in the last chapter, except in the previous tower challenge, we ended up using the collection, the Aladdin collection, because it was the Aladdin Tower Challenge. We ended up using them in chapter 1. It's usually chapter 3. So they kind of threw us for a little bit of a loop there. But that being said, I think this time we're going to be using, again, Lion King the entire time. So I really don't think it matters whether it's chapter 1, 2, or 3. I think they're going to have a slot of their own throughout the entire thing. So yeah, that is my thought process on that. Now, the other slot that I'm thinking is going to be filled with the following. So we're going to be going through some of the collections that are possibilities. The Incredibles, I think, could end up being used. Why? Well, because we did get the Incredibles legendary chest. They came out not too long ago. I feel like since 2, they also did the balancing changes for the Incredibles. I feel like that was a bit of a sign, like, hey, we are going to be using these characters very soon. You might want to, start upgrading them. So I feel like that might have been a little hint. Now those balancing changes happened in update 31. So I do think the Incredibles characters may end up being used again in this tower challenge. I don't think Nightmare Before Christmas will be used for a couple of reasons. One reason is because I think we're going to be getting not the next tower challenge probably, but the one after that. So it's going to be around Halloween. That is going to probably be a Nightmare Before Christmas one, where we will be getting Lock, Shock, and Barrel into the kingdom, and they will be going here on the line with the mayor. So that is my thought with why the Nightmare Before Christmas will not be used. And again, now the next one's Frozen. Don't think that one's going to be used either. Why? Because we've got legendary chests out right now for Frozen. And the other reason is Frozen is coming out in November. So I think we're going to be getting some sort of event for Frozen around that time. Now, if they do decide that they are going to use Frozen, which again, I don't think they will because the legendary chests are out, I do think that they would have to use it probably like now, because they need to, again, not use them for a couple of tower challenges or whatever, if that's what they're planning to do. But I really don't think Frozen's going to be used. So Nightmare Before Christmas and Frozen, I think, are out. Incredibles is a possibility. Mulan, I don't think so. They just put out before the Frozen Legendary Chest. Mulan was out. I don't think Mulan's going to be used. There are just not enough characters and stuff like that involved in Mulan right now. And again, I just think that that's something that... we'll use in maybe one of the upcoming ones, but not right now. Beauty and the Beast. That is a possibility. However, we did obviously have a Beauty and the Beast Tower Challenge, and that was Tower Challenge number 5. So I don't think we're going to be using Beauty and the Beast necessarily for this one. Aladdin, I don't think we're going to be using those because the whole entire last Tower Challenge had to do with Aladdin. So I think we can pretty much strike out Aladdin. Alice in Wonderland. I guess it's possible, but I somehow feel that they might save that one again for around Halloween. But again, this is a possibility. We haven't used these guys. I don't think we used them in the last one. So it is a possibility, but I can't imagine that they will. Snow White. They are not going to be using Snow White. I think that would be a little bit ridiculous if they were. We did just use these guys recently. The Legendary Chests were just out as well. I remember because we tried to get Grumpy once again. We're not able to get him, sad face, but I am going to keep trying. One of these days I'm going to get Grumpy. He's literally the hardest character to get in this entire game. Winnie the Pooh. Well, it's about time we used Winnie the Pooh again. It has been a little bit now since we have used all of the Winnie the Pooh characters and stuff. We did use them for the honeybees, but other than that, we really haven't had much use for them. Lilo and Stitch. Well, I really hope they use Lilo and Stitch, but I know we used them 2 tower challenges ago, but I do think that it would be great if they obviously did use Lilo and Stitch. Big Hero 6, that is definitely a possibility that they could end up using these guys. They did use this one, though, pretty recently in a tower challenge, so I'm going to probably say no. Little Mermaid is a big, fat yes. They should have used it in the previous tower challenge. They didn't. They used Big Hero 6. So Big Hero 6 is out. They will not be using Big Hero 6 this time. But Little Mermaid is almost 150% that they're going to use this one if they are using our previous character collections like I was talking about a little while ago. So yeah, we've ruled out Wreck-It Ralph. Princess and the Frog. Ooh, that's a tough one. I think it's a little too early still, but it is a possibility that they do because of what they did with Wreck-It Ralph. They may end up using Princess and the Frog. I would imagine, though, it would be Chapter 3 if they did use it. But, again, it's unclear whether they are going to sort of do that or not. Last Tower Challenge, if they were doing sort of a pattern, it would have been The Little Mermaid. And then this Tower Challenge would have been Wreck-It Ralph. But since they broke tradition, they went with Wreck-It Ralph last time, and I feel like they have to use Little Mermaid. But they might skip ahead and use Princess and the Frog. So make sure you guys are getting those characters ready if you haven't already. Mine are doing okay, though. My Naveen is level 9. Tiana's an 8. Eudora's an 8. Charlotte LaBeouf is an 8. So mine are 8s, I think, for the most part. 8s and 9s. Yeah, 8s and 9s. So I know Dr. Facilier, actually, he's going to be coming back into the kingdom at a level 8 right now. So I will bring him in just a second here. I'll just continue with the characters here. Moana, it's too early to use Moana. I don't think they do that to us. If they did, I'd probably cry because let's just say my characters are not as high. I have been trying to work on them a little bit, but I did not get them as high during the tower challenge as I would have liked because I was playing the game a little bit differently. I was playing a bit more cautious with the character tokens and stuff. I was glad I did, but at the same time, it's my collection is not as high as it should be. So I do hope that if they do use a collection, they use Little Mermaid and Princess and the Frog. Now, The Incredibles wouldn't be great for me. But my guess is they'll probably use Little Mermaid, Princess and the Frog, and then they'll use the Lion King. Lion King they have to use. So again, it's just a matter of whether they decide they're going to use another collection again, which I think probably would be the Incredibles. I'm thinking, but we haven't had anything Lilo and Stitch in a while, so it is possible. But I feel like this is a lot of beachy kind of summery stuff with Little Mermaid and Lilo and Stitch, but it is summer, so it is possible. Now, I want to hear what you guys think in terms of, obviously, predictions for this upcoming Tower Challenge and how it's going to be different. What collections do you guys think are going to be used? Now, we know in terms of, like, our main slots, okay? Like, the first slot is obviously going to be either Mickey and Friends and Toy Story. I do think Mickey and Friends will always use Mickey and Friends, at least if they share it with a collection, they'll probably do Mickey and Friends and Toy Story together. Now, I think Toy Story is going to probably get its own slot. Why? Well, because we had the update, so I feel like they're going to pull a fast one on us and make us use some of our new Toy Story characters. Now, I hope the only character that, if they were to use any of them, that they would only use Ducky, because I don't have Bunny. And Forky, well, I haven't done enough with him. I could level him up. I actually could level him up, but I haven't yet. I need to level him up again. It's just, I was trying to save my Pixar balls, actually, for Bunny, who I'm actually almost done. I just need a couple more of the ears hats. Now, I couldn't bring him in maybe as fast as I wanted because I needed to get Raja to a 5. And I know some of my collections, like, haven't been showing to collect for Raja. So, for example, Jasmine collects for Raja, like I believe it's his ears hat. And every time I was clicking her, up until yesterday, I was clicking her and it wasn't showing any symbol that it could collect for Raja. So I was like, I literally was just sending her out for lamps. And then I was realizing, oh, the image just wasn't there. And yeah, she collects. So I had to keep going and checking on the quest. And I was like, it just wasn't happening. Sometimes I would forget. So anyways, that is my progress on Bunny. He's almost done. We'll check here. Oh, Sarge got the ears hat. Yay! So you know what that means, guys. We can send him out once again if I can click him. He's so tiny. Where is he? There. 12 hours. He can go into Pizza Planet. Wow. He must be eating a lot of pizza. He has been in there like constantly since Toy Story characters came out. So just going to throw it out there, guys. He is definitely going to be getting a little bit of a pizza belly going on at some point, Sarge. So yeah. Now I will read off some of the things here in terms of collections. Now somebody is asking me here if they are going to use DuckTales characters. Yuma, I don't think so. DuckTales is too new. That would be really mean if they use DuckTales for this one. I do see it as being one of those collections in an upcoming Tower Challenge they will use, but for this one, don't think so. They will use Pirates of the Caribbean. Probably they will use, again, Toy Story, Mickey and Friends. They may use Wall-E. It's usually a hit or miss whether they do. There's only 2 characters with that, so they usually tend to throw it in like as a multiple collection option. Cinderella characters definitely will be used at some point as well. Just depends on what chapter, right? So we do tend to have to wait a little bit on that. I do recommend, though, that you guys work on, if you guys are at this point, your Pirates of the Caribbean collection and your Peter Pan collection, because definitely they are going to probably use Peter Pan as usual. Dumbo they might end up using as well. That would not be good for me because I haven't unlocked Dumbo yet. So again, we'll have to wait and see on what they decide to do. But DuckTales, it is way too early for that. Will the magical chest contain the event characters from past events this time? Magical chests, they shouldn't. They could, but the only time they've really done that is when they did it at Halloween last year. That was kind of the first time they did that. So I do think that it is a possibility that they'll do that maybe this Halloween, but I don't think for right now. Let's see. I'm just checking the chat here. I don't think they'll use Scrooge this time. They may use Scrooge in upcoming tower challenges, but I think this time it's too early. That's what I was saying. If they do use any of the characters they've released recently, it would be most likely be Toy Story. So they could use like Forky, for example, or Ducky, but I don't think they'll be using DuckTales. Again, it's just too soon. There's just not enough time. I mean, we got the update on the 2nd, and then the Tower Challenge starts on the 9th. So just a couple of days away now, and I just think, again, it's way too early. Yes, you should level up Elizabeth Swan if you haven't done that already. All right, let's bring back Dr. Facilier here. He's got a pretty cool welcome screen. I do like it. Dr. Facilier is now level 8. We're back in business. He spooks me out big time. I will collect for my parade float, but I'm not going to do the happiness right now. Most of my characters, guys, are at home because they're not dropping proper amounts of magic. I don't know. I know I've said that quite a bit recently, but I never usually send my characters home. And that has been why. The gathering spell, the most it collects now for me is 12,000 something. I think it's 12,600 and whatever. That's the max my kingdom now collects. And that is just so sad. Yesterday morning, it only collected 5,000. I was like, I left you for like 9 hours. Like, what is going on here? And yeah, it was sad. My kingdom used to collect 20, and when it collects anywhere between like 5 and 12, it's just like, it's a sad day for me. Now, things like that have adjusted, obviously, depending on like how long you leave your kingdom, because obviously now there's certain concession stands like these ones here. I want to take these guys out. They're like super long now, the one-stop apprentice shop. I want to collect the coins from Scrooge. Go back out, Scrooge. I think actually... Oh, sorry, I know I was talking about magic. I kind of just left it there for a second. Who else was collecting the dime? It was Donald. I don't know. I think he's still in there, though. Now, where is Donald? Let me just check this. Donald, there you are. Oh, he's at the filler magic. I forgot. Yes, again, Donald. Oh my gosh, he's like getting so mad at me because I keep sending him off in there. So he's like, nope, you're on coin duty. So actually, I am waiting to bring in Huey right now. I'm working very hard to try and get the last few dimes because let's just say I managed to get everything else, but it's usually that there are a lot of characters that can go out to collect the dimes, but there are not right now. So it's just called a found coin, but I'm calling it a dime. A lot of characters usually for collections can actually go out to collect that one character token, but in this update they kind of took that away from us, and they've only given us 2 characters right now, and the parade float, if you guys have it, I do. It's actually pretty cute. But yeah, anyway, so there's only 2 characters that can really go off for it, and you can get it in bronze chest right now as well, and resource chests, but yeah, there aren't that many chests in the kingdom. I haven't touched my kingdom for, what is it, like, well, I've checked my kingdom, but I haven't tapped any chests in 16 hours, and there's only 3. It's 16, no, actually, it's more like 18 hours actually now. Yeah, it's actually about 18 hours right now that I haven't tapped any chests. So I've only gotten 3 chests in my kingdom, which is kind of sad. But yeah. Ooh, guys, do you know what type of concessions, or not, oh, wow. Did I just give, no, I didn't give it away. Okay. Do you know what kind of chest this is in the kingdom? This is one of those new chests that we have seen. And so I have a little bit of a quiz for you guys. What chest is this, and what do you call it? Bonsai and Ed are going to cost gems. No, it's only supposed to be Ed that is supposed to cost. Bonsai we're going to be able to collect a different way in the kingdom, but it's not really clear how as of yet. There's only one collection they use for tower challenges. Oh, they will use, they can use multiple, obviously, collections for tower challenges. It just sort of depends per slot what they decide to do. All right, so we got a couple of answers here. It's a decorations chest. So Severus, Diego, Jack, Camilla, Leah, you guys are all right. Ooh, what is that? Topiary of the Future. And a rose tree. So we only get 2 rewards now from that. Oh, I think is this my first decoration chest? I think it is. I think it's my very first one. Okay, so I've got 2 more around the kingdom. Oh, here's another one. This one is a bronze chest. All right, so we'll see what we get inside this one. Ooh, okay, the woven basket token. So we'll play that little game that we usually like to play with chess. I wasn't sure if they were going to give us a character token or not in the middle, so I didn't say anything. So what character or collection does the woven basket token? Who does it belong to, and what collection are they a part of? Super tricky. This one you will have had to have been playing in like quite recently in one of the previous events. I shouldn't give it away. And the last item here is the Toy Story Relic token. So that is going to be used to upgrade our attractions. And I haven't been able to upgrade any attraction just yet. I've got a lot of these relics, but I'm really missing the blueprints. They are ridiculous. So here we go. Cinna from the Moana collection. Yes, Christine and Yuma, Pajama Girl, Stacy, Nils, Koala. Yes, you guys are right that it does belong to Cinna. I will show you guys down here. That's, of course, the very bottom collection. There we go. There is Cinna, so we can see that she collects that basket there. Now, I'm really just missing a lot of these hibiscus flowers for those characters. They're really hard to collect now. It used to be so easy, but I don't know. I feel like they also don't drop maybe as much as they used to. Now, I do have one more chest somewhere. I'm actually not sure where it is. Oh, there it is. It's at the back here in the cursed area. It's kind of sneaky. What is it? Ooh, it's another bronze chest, so maybe we'll get another character token that we can do the little game with. Oh, the woven basket again. So you guys get a second attempt. Oh, yeah. And a Mickey and Friends relic token. See, the relic tokens are not a problem. It is just the blueprints. Don't know why, but it's just the truth. Wow, Aiden, you managed to enchant the fun wheel for a second time? Oh my gosh. I'll show you guys my progress on it. I have 1 blueprint. And 26 Mickey and Friends relics. So yeah, it's the blueprints. Even when they're common, they are super hard to get. I've had like 0 luck. 0 luck, so super sad. I really wanted to do that first quest there to enchant, but yeah, nope. All right, ooh, okay, so people are making a second attempt at that woven basket. So again, we've got Nils, Christine, Koala again, Disney, Hookie, Camilla, Tesco, Diego. Yeah, you guys are totally right. Again. It seems like when I go around individually and tap my attractions, they drop the proper amount of magic, but for whatever reason, when I use Merlin's Gathering spell now, it just, like, I feel like it just stinges me, so Yeah, not fun. Wait a second, did this change? Did Buzz Lightyear's Astro Blaster's time change on the attraction? No, that used to be 60 minutes. Wow, it has definitely changed. No, that's horrible. It used to be a great way to get magic when you check your kingdom often. I guess they don't want me to check my kingdom very often anymore. Now, I did want to show you guys, too, my progress on John Darling. So I'll do that here in just a second. I want to collect some of my magic and see if I get any additional character token drops so that I don't have to, like, re-show you guys right after. Ooh, we can make... Oh, no, I can't make kids happy. No! Yeah, my happiness issue, guys, hasn't changed. I'm not getting enough kids to visit my kingdom. And, like, not enough... the happiness still drops way too fast. It's actually worse than it was. Because you guys, look, I'm like 52%... oh, I guess you guys can't see it because I'm in the way. But I'm 52% enjoyous right now. So kind of sad. I'm not gonna lie. This has not been that great. The happiness change, it hasn't helped. At least me. I'd love to hear if it's actually helped you guys though, but for me the happiness thing hasn't changed. If anything, it's gotten worse. And even more discouraging. Like, I'm just like, okay, well, I face the reality now that ecstatic is just not gonna happen unless I open like a legendary chest pack. But otherwise, I'm just basically stuck in joyous. Even if I check my kingdom every 4 hours, it just doesn't seem to matter. I mean, I usually try and check it more often, but with the time adjustments on these like concessions and things, there's not as much of a point. So I've been leaving my kingdom like a little bit longer, but still. Let's see here. She's cute. I need those Pixar balls. All right, now I will show you guys my progress. Okay, so Huey, I showed you guys just a minute ago. So I've got now 14 of 20 of the found coin, or the dime, and I've got 20 rockets, 20 of Azir's hats, 50,000 magic, which is honestly, I really don't even want to say goodbye to, but it's going to take 6 hours to bring them in. If I want to skip that whole process, and the dimes, just to get 6 more of them, would be 48 gems. Not fun. Don't really want that. So it's going to be interesting. Are you going to try and get the Frozen costumes today? I would love the Frozen costumes. I do kind of want to save my my money though for the purchase of Shanzi and not Shanzi, sorry, Ed, and see if there's any bundles or anything that I can get. Cause like, yeah, it's like 2 days away, so I don't know for sure, but I am missing Elsa's holiday gown, so I am missing that, which is kind of sad. I really do want this costume so that I can level her up. But yeah, and then I think I'm also missing. No, I've got Anna's, so it's honestly it's just Elsa's that I'm missing right now. But I am also missing the Wandering Oakens attraction. I still don't have that in the kingdom, so that's a bit ridiculous. That's basically it, though. I think I have, like, everything else, but I am still missing 2 quite important things. Yeah, so I know we'd get, obviously, dialogue with the holiday costume and probably the Wandering Oakens, so, yeah, I don't know. I don't really know if I even want to use my gems. I guess I could, but I don't know. Oh, congrats for getting Mike today. That's awesome. I do have a whole bunch of characters though to bring back, so I should definitely do that.
Is definitely the right toy for the job.
Should we send them home? May as well. They're not really doing anything. Okay, let's bring back some of the characters here. I know I will love Elsa's holiday costume. I've seen, like, there's cute quests with Elsa and Olaf when she's in the costume. Oh, it looks so cute. I honestly cannot wait. All right, so we'll start by bringing Zazu back into the kingdom here. So I've been leveling up my Lion King characters in preparation for Tower Challenge number 7. You guys will definitely want to do this, okay? Zazu is now level 9. Always a pleasure to be recognized for one's work, I say. Let's see, where are you? Don't go flying too far. I'm trying to tap him. There we go. We'll send him off for the lay. Off he goes, soaring through the kingdom. All right, so now let's bring back, they want me to do Timon next? What about Rafiki? Oh, Zazu's already ready to go again? What? All right, let's do Rafiki. Casanti sana, squash banana. Rafiki is now level 9. I know who I am, but do you know who you are? Yes, I totally do. Disney girl, right here. Funny one. Now, maybe I should wait and see. Can I max him out now? I could max him out, but I was waiting for Huey. I think I can get Huey faster than leveling up Rafiki. It's going to be tough. It's going to be very tough. All right, we'll bring back Timon now. He's got the coolest welcome screen. Does a little dance. Yeah, Hakuna Matata. Timon is now level 9. I always knew I was the brains in this outfit. Of course. Now, where is my little meerkat at? Meerkat? Oh, there he is. I see him. He's a fast little mover in the kingdom, so he's sometimes hard to find. There he is. He's now collecting some bugs. Snack time. That's such a cute quest, though. So cute. Bye, Aiden. We'll see you soon. You got all your Lion King characters maxed out, Stacy. That's awesome. Koala, if you only have 3 characters, that's totally fine. Just focus on them. Also, to focus on your main storyline characters. Actually, I wonder if Bambi is going to end up being used this time because they didn't use Bambi last time in the Tower Challenge. So it is possible they could end up using the Bambi collection. Not sure. Wendy, darling. Ooh, and she's going to have dialogue. Yes, I love when they get dialogue. Thanks, Susan. Wendy, darling, is now level 8. Oh, how wonderful. I'm sure to have happy thoughts for some time now. I always love going on adventures with Peter, but I never quite seem to be dressed for it. I'm fond enough of this nightgown, of course, but it's rather poorly suited for swimming in a mermaid lagoon. Actually, they could totally add that attraction into the kingdom, Mermaid Lagoon. Now that I have some time to myself, I wonder if any of the nearby dressmakers are open. Oh, we have quite a few in the kingdom. 7th floor daywear. Send Wendy to shop in Peter Pan's flight. Well, you know what? We have some dressmakers in the kingdom, Wendy, that I think could help you out quite a bit. I do want to send her on that quest, but I'm still working on John, darling. So I'm going to send her out for that umbrella before that. But maybe I'll save the dialogue if I can for my live stream on, Tuesday when the Tower Challenge starts? All right, here's another bronze chest, guys. This is from the calendar award. Eudora's Ears Hat token. So what collection is Eudora a part of? Good morning, Random Gaming. Oh, you're working on Mini. That's super exciting. I did hear about Cameron Boyce. I talked about it at the beginning of the stream. It's such sad news. Yay! I got a common blueprint! I felt so sad there for a second. I was like, oh. And then I was like, oh my gosh, blueprint! It's like, I feel like that, what is it, that dog from Pets where it's just like, squirrel! Just blueprint! Yeah, so that's now 2. So there we go. We're getting closer. It's only going to take like another week probably to get my first enchantment done for Mickey's Fun Wheel. It's just taking so long. If it takes this long for all of them, it's going to drive me crazy. Yeah, okay, so we got the answers here. Princess and the Frog. You guys are right. So Calum, Juniper, Kat, Nils, Meddy, Karen, Tesco, Stacy. Yeah, you guys are totally right. Princess and the Frog. The daily rewards? What do you mean? Oh, are ready. I thought you said they were gone. Sorry, Thomas. I was like, daily rewards are gone. I just collected it. It's like, they can't be gone. Now, if you guys want to know what the July calendar looks like, I have the leaks for that. I did post it in my July leaks video, so make sure you guys check that out if you want to know what is in the calendar. It's like right at the beginning of the video, so you guys can check that out. We do have some awesome rewards coming though for sure, so I am very much looking forward to that. Now, it does look like they have finally fixed my reward streak, so thank goodness, because I know for a couple of days there it didn't show anything. It was literally just showing a blank, but it looks like they have fixed my reward streak. So I'm getting pretty close to getting my attraction enchantment charm, or attraction enchantment chest, not charm. But it is a mouthful now. I'm like, I just miss platinum chest. It's easier to say than attraction enchantment chest. So advanced. Yeah, so we will be getting that on D10. So I've got 1, 2, 3 more days. Yay! So that will be coming soon, which I'm very, very excited about. That'll be my very first one. So that'll be amazing. Okay, so next I will show you my John Darling progress here. And so I'm about halfway for his umbrellas now. I probably would be all done, his umbrellas, to be honest, if I hadn't have updated my game. Because when I updated for update 31, let's just say Minnie's house needs to be at the 4th enchantment. Yeah, not good for me. Because as you guys can see, I'm struggling to even get 1 done. So I need to reach the 4th enchantment for Minnie's house. And it used to just be collected from Minnie's house. And that was it. But now it is much, much more difficult. So I can definitely see things taking a lot longer in the kingdom to progress. Now, remember I was talking to you guys about that new kingdom that I might be starting up as like a side little project to test out, you know, how the game would be starting over as a new player. I remember you guys, I actually had quite a bit of positive feedback from you guys on that. I'm not doing it on this channel. I will still be continuing my regular kingdom, as you guys know. You guys obviously know I'm not going anywhere anytime soon. But I did want to test out the new kingdom. I tested it out on Swirly Pops, which is basically my mom's channel. My mom's kingdom's on there, but she's like basically done everything. So starting a new kingdom, she's like, yeah, sure, just make your own playlist and go to town. So I have started that. So I've been doing some live streams the last couple of days on Swirly Pops. I'll be doing actually one a little bit later today. Probably this evening, though. I'm going to be doing it more around like 5, 6 o'clock. I haven't scheduled it yet. I was waiting to see if the weather was nice here. Because if the weather's nice, I'm totally going out today just to, get some of that sunlight. And, maybe go out for lunch. something fun. But yeah, anyways, so I'm gonna be doing, anyways, a stream later tonight of a brand new kingdom. So Baby Kingdom is here, and it's my baby Disney Girl Kingdom on Swirly Pops. But I just didn't want to confuse you guys on my channel. I was really debating on whether I wanted to do it on here, but then I was like, oh, if I do, I'm still like making progress like on my main storyline on this one. And again, I didn't want you guys to think I was like wiping my kingdom. So I'm just putting it on there for now. So I'm going to do like maybe 50 episodes and I'll reevaluate to see if you guys are liking it, then I'll continue with it. If not, then, while I tested the tutorial out and it was fun. So far, it's been actually quite fun. So yeah, super, super exciting for sure. Now, again, looking at John Darling, the Toy Soldier's Parachute Drop, that needs to be the 4th enchantment as well, just like Minnie's house. So it is taking me a lot longer to collect for him than it should. The ears hats, though, thank goodness, they haven't done the enchantment upgrades for attractions on Cyclops Sushi or Peter Pan's Flight. So I'm kind of going all out crazy with my main storyline now. I'm like, I need to push it as fast as possible because if they enchant these attractions, it's going to be crazy. So I've been like going nuts on my main storyline, just trying my hardest to like push this along before they enchant all the attractions, because guys, we know they are going to be doing that to every attraction, even the limited time event ones, okay? But yeah, like, I know it says enchantments not available, but they will be soon. So again, we know it's coming for Aladdin, it's coming for Jungle Book, it's already here for Toy Story, including the new attraction Slinky Dog Dash, and of course the Star Adventurer. So it does go for those attractions as well that you purchase in Merlin's shop. So be warned, guys. You're going to have like quite the long road ahead of you for sure. Winnie the Pooh is going to be coming, so I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to get my characters like dealt with ASAP. It's going to be really interesting how it's going to work though for limited time events. I'm hoping they don't make us enchant attractions in limited time events. Otherwise, they'll need to give us like 2 months for an event, because like there'll be no way that we can collect proper blueprints and stuff. So I hope they don't do that during limited time events in the future. I hope it just stays as like limited time event. The attractions do not get upgraded, but as soon as the event's done, then they'll upgrade it. If they do that, that's totally fine. I don't care. But yeah, I think they will add more DuckTales over time, Nils, for sure. But it's not going to happen for a little bit for sure. Just because we've just had the update. So maybe we'll look at like 2020 probably as the next DuckTales update. I think we'll get probably a new Peter Pan update, Cinderella. I think, though, we're probably looking at for new updates in the kingdom, we're probably looking at some other main storyline ones like Tangled. Tangled needs, obviously, some more characters added to that. I think Zootopia is going to be getting maybe some permanent content added to that as well. Dumbo, I don't think that will for quite some time, maybe if ever. Jungle Book, there's not really that much they could do. They could add Caw, but they have Caw's Jungle Gym, so I doubt it. Bambi, I don't really know how many more characters they can add from Bambi, realistically. Sleeping Beauty, they've added most of the main ones, but they could still add, maybe a character too, like Philip's horse, maybe. But not that much. Monsters Inc., they could do a Monsters like University sort of update, obviously. Pirates, I think they will do as well, but not right now. But yeah, anyways, I think they're sort of working on doing all that kind of stuff, but I don't think we'll see any DuckTales update until they do some stuff like Zootopia and things like that. So yeah. So in terms of main storyline, guys, and characters for the Tower Challenge, I did sort of want to go through and address some of that. So we know Mickey and Friends are going to be useful. Mickey is always useful, so if you haven't maxed him out yet, keep working on that. Goofy is obviously usually useful. Daisy, now whether or not they're useful for collecting refresh tokens or something else, that'll be yet to be determined. But we are going to obviously have some main storyline characters collect refresh tokens and some that will be useful to challenge the tower. So Mickey and Friends characters, regardless of where you are in your storyline, please work on maxing them out, because even if you're a small kingdom, if you guys like have Mickey at like a level 8, you guys will definitely do a lot better than if you do that, then focus on, you know, trying to, you know, level up. Let's say you've opened a frozen chest and you're working on leveling up like Elsa. It's like, you know what, just hang on doing things like that. Focus on those like obvious characters for the tower challenge. DuckTales, as I said, I don't think it's going to be used. If it is, that would be kind of mean. It's too early for DuckTales. Toy Story, I said, is going to be useful. Again, depending what characters, I don't know, but I'm thinking like Woody, Jessie, Buzz, Bo Peep's probably going to be useful. Now, whether Toy Alien and Bullseye, I don't know. They're a little bit later on in your storyline, like when you unlock Big Thunder Mountain and around that time. You get Bullseye. Actually, you get Bullseye after you defeat Mother Gothel. You can start collecting for him, but he hasn't been useful that often for tower challenges, but they could throw him in to be useful for refresh tokens, so we'll have to wait and see on that. New Toy Story characters, as I said, they might add Forky and Ducky, but I think Bunny, it's a little bit too early for that, but we'll have to wait and see. Cinderella, obviously, I think those will be useful at some point in one of the chapters. So Prince Charming is who you get first in terms of the Cinderella collection. You get him super early on in the kingdom, so he's usually useful to challenge the tower for sure. Stepsisters, they're part of a newer update. It's iffy whether they'll be used this time, but it is a possibility. So if you guys are working on those guys, definitely keep working on them. Peter Pan, they might use. Dumbo, they might use. Pirates of the Caribbean, they usually use. Again, the second row, though, that's more when you unlock, like, after you've unlocked, like, Zootopia characters and stuff like that, and Bambi, so it's iffy whether they'll use them. However, they have used Tiadama quite a bit. It's sort of iffy whether they do. Monsters, Inc. will be used. They usually use that collection. Wally's iffy. They usually alternate that for sure. Tangled should be used at some point in Sleeping Beauty. I know last time I think they used Merryweather. So, wow, I only have 3 of 50 for that? Wow, okay. I guess I need to do some work there. Zootopia might be used. Bambi might be used. Jungle Book may be used. It's a higher chance this time they'll use Jungle Book characters for sure. Dumbo they may use as well. So it's really iffy on what they do there. But we definitely know Mickey and Friends, Toy Story, Pirates of the Caribbean, and Cinderella, they usually get used. So make sure you guys work on those ones, okay? And Little Mermaid characters, because I would be surprised if they didn't use Little Mermaid in this one. If not, definitely the next one. It would be super weird if they didn't. I still have a character to bring back. Li Shang, let's bring him back. Dun, 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 dun. Li Shang is now level 8. A promotion. I won't let you down. Apparently he's not in the Mulan live action movie. I was like, oh, okay. We'll see what happens, but yeah, that'll be a bit strange. They're really not making live actions. I don't think they're going to be doing the live actions based off of, like, the original Disney films anymore. I feel like they're really changing that. So, we'll see what they decide to do. Ooh, I still have... Oh, yeah, I have Moana characters to bring back. Like, Moana. And it sounds like she got dialogue, too. Hi, Moana. That's just her regular costume. I do have her comfy one, too, but I'll maybe throw her in that next time. Moana is now level 6. Maybe I really am here for a reason. When I tell people the ocean is a friend of mine, they think I'm being symbolic sometimes, but I'm not. The two of us go way back, and just like my people friends and my demigod friend, I don't take that for granted. That's why, even when I'm not sailing anywhere special, we always make time to hang out. It's going swimmingly. I feel like that should have been done in like a British accent. It's going swimmingly. Send Moana to hang out with the ocean on her boat. Oh my gosh, is this that quest? Oh my gosh, have I unlocked like the be-all end-all quest for Moana? Is it? Is it? Yes! I did! Oh, I thought she like I thought the ocean like did something cool with her hair. This is still cool though. This is still very, very cool. Are you guys seeing how cool this is? Yeah, this is, I think, that special animation quest. Again, I thought the ocean twirled her hair up or did something, but yeah, kind of cool. You will be able to get Moana later on in Legendary Chest. Maybe even in a Tower Challenge. You'll have to wait and see on that. But yeah, super cute. I love it. I love it. We've got like Maui. And we've got Chief Tui like checking up on her like, is this safe for her to do? Oh my gosh, I forgot about these little guys. Aww. Kakamora. Troublemakers, I'm telling you. I know, I keep sending them out on their 60-second quests. Oh, and we've got Grammatala. Grammatala is now level 6. There's always another story to tell. Alright, so we'll send her off for... Yeah, she collects her own ears hat. She's definitely got to do that. There's Grammatala. Wow, she's really moving. Careful, Li Shang! Whoa, you just smacked Grammatala in the face. Show some respect. I was looking for a shorter character that wasn't 16 hours to level up. Yeah, everything's like 16 hours. Because I want to welcome Huey soon. He's 16. She's 16. 16. Do I not have anything below like 16 hours? Oh, the White Rabbit. But I bet you he's off doing an hour quest. He is. Ah! I don't know what to do, guys. I guess I can wait. Forky's busy too now, I know that. Oh, he's only 15 minutes. I could send him out for 2 hours, and then that'll give me enough time to wait for my DuckTales, guys. Where did he go? Donald is around here somewhere. Oh, he's Filler Magic, isn't he? I think I remember that at the beginning. Yeah, there he is. So, Scrooge has got a little bit longer. There he is, wandering there for that coin that we need. Stephanie's are the best. That's cute. Maybe for a later tower challenge, they will add Tamatoa. Ooh. So Tamatoa, guys, if you're not familiar with him, this is Tamatoa. Now, the reason why I don't think they'll add him is because, well, he's kind of like all over the attraction. But, I mean, it is possible that they could, I guess. It would be cool. I would have liked him as a character, but he is just an attraction, at least for now. But maybe later one day they will. Who knows? There are actually quite a few characters that they could still throw in for a lot of these collections. Absolutely. Oh, you got an hour left before you have Huey. Thomas, you're so lucky. I can't wait. I'm so excited for it. But I think it's going to take... Pluto, stop moving. It's going to take me a little bit, though.
Reach for good choice. You are one smart toy.
Mulan is so tricky. I don't have any of the attractions and stuff. Let's see. Let me do my calculations here. Huey, I need 6 more. So I'm either looking at 6 hours with Scrooge. So maybe in the next 4 hours I could do it. Okay, so Forky would be the best option then to level up. Because if I do Forky, then that gives me the option for Huey after that. Do you think they will add more Mulan characters? I think they should. I think they definitely should. There's still quite a few characters I would add. Now, they might do that when the live action comes around, though. I could definitely see them adding 3 characters then. So, who do you think will get in Tower Challenge number 8? Ooh, it depends on what they do. I'm kind of secretly hoping that they do an Incredibles so that we can get some more Incredibles characters. Because I'd really like Edna. And Void. And then somebody else. Again, Screenslaver, I figure it'll be. But, I'm sure Tower Challenge 9 is around Halloween. That's going to be, obviously, Nightmare Before Christmas, I think. For sure. I think we're looking, obviously, at Lock, Shock, and Barrel for that. Now, if they do a 4th character, it'll be Santa Claus. But, again, I don't know. I don't know if they're going to maybe save that one, because once that happens, I don't really know if there's anybody else they can ever add. I do hope, though, that they do go back a little bit to doing just 1 character for Tower Challenges. I know that now they've got up to 3. I feel like they won't go back on it, but I would really, really, really like if they did add just 1 again, so that we can just work towards that. It would be nice. Like, I understand when there's multiple characters like that. It's like, oh, totally, yeah, totally add 3. Like, that's awesome. Like, the hyenas, absolutely. It's hard just to add 1. But, I mean, in terms of some collections and stuff, it's like, it's going to be hard to add more than 1. So I hope they don't stop doing that just because of it. So we'll have to wait and see. But I would really like the Incredibles to have a Tower Challenge. I hope they add Star Wars. I think they will add Star Wars at some point, but I just don't think they're going to do that right now. They could do the professor for Nightmare Before... Well, he's more like the mad scientist, Dr. Finkelstein. But they could add him at some point as well. Maybe they can add him with Santa Claus. That would be cool. But I think that... for now, there's like really not much more they can do. I don't think they'll add 5 characters in this Tower Challenge, so I think it'll just be keeping with the 3 that now they've done for this one. I feel like that's going to be enough for a Tower Challenge. Now, in terms of the amount of days, we know this one's sticking to 15 days, but they decide to add more characters than 3. They're going to need to give us more than 15 days. It's just going to be too hard then, and then it's going to be too much like a limited time event. So that's sort of where I go, well, then they need to add, obviously, mini events, which we've talked about before, to add, like, multiple characters and stuff like that. I always said it's going to be, like, 3 to 5 characters would be, like, a mini event. But unfortunately, they've added now 3 characters into a Tower Challenge, so I feel like that rules out the mini event idea. But I don't know. They're going to have to do something for quite a few things, like Frozen. I don't know what they've got planned for that, but they're totally going to need to do something for that. There's no way they won't. Prince Florian and King Candy. Yep, those are also some fantastic characters to add in upcoming Tower Challenges and stuff like that. It's just a matter of when they're going to do stuff like that. It's really just a matter of trying to be patient with them. But yeah, really right now though, Lion King is definitely the big one. I'm hopeful we get Scar in the tower. Scar is going to be useful to challenge the tower probably, but we aren't going to be able to collect him. They've already said it's going to be Timon, Pumbaa, and Nala, so it won't be that. We'll only be able to collect Scar from the legendary chest that should be available for the Lion King throughout the actual tower challenge. So yeah, we'll see what happens with that. Again, I think this tower challenge is going to be quite different in terms of the setup and stuff. So, like, yes, we talked about it at the beginning and of how this is all going to look and work and everything. And again, I apologize about the images and, like, the sizing stuff at the beginning. But, yeah, I think really this one is going to be a little bit different. So, I'm really looking forward to Tuesday, the 9th, when we start the tower challenge. That way we can really talk about everything and see what's going on, because I know we've got quite a bit coming. Now, I have a question for you guys. Would you like a live stream tomorrow for Huey? Because I could do a live stream to welcome Huey in, do some of the dialogue. Obviously, I'll level up Forky today. If maybe I'll be able to level up. I just won't bring him back into the kingdom if I'm doing that. I'll just save a whole bunch of them up. And then maybe I'll send out Huey, even if I can, to be a level 2 tomorrow, depending on the characters and what they're able to drop. But yeah, what do you guys think? Do you guys think I should do a live stream for Huey tomorrow? Now, I know that Bunny's also almost ready, so he only needs 2 more ears hats, so he's 24 hours though to welcome. But I'm definitely thinking, since he's 600,000 magic, I hold off on doing him right away. Yes, live stream. All right, live stream tomorrow it is. All right, so I'll probably go live tomorrow around 10:30. Usually I do 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I'm thinking that I will probably do it at my usual time of 10:30. I've been just doing it at 10 just because it's like, well, today it was just a little bit easier because we had all the Tower Challenge talk. So maybe I'll do 10 again tomorrow. It kind of actually works a bit nicely for me when there's like no release or anything. We always want live streams. Ha, Amanda. I'm gonna do one later today on Swirly though, for sure. I'm definitely doing one with the newer kingdom, but that'll just be this evening because I want to get outside. I know we had rain yesterday, but I think it's gonna be really nice today. So yes, I want a bit of a tan, and I want some lunch. It's only 11:30. I'm like, food. I woke up way too early this morning, but yeah, my phone was going crazy with the sad Cameron Boyce news. So I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, really? It's like 6 o'clock in the morning. Why are you waking me up? I usually get up at like 5 or 6, but I mean, I was planning to sleep in till like 7 or 8 today. But yeah, that didn't happen. Live action Moana. Yeah, maybe. We should expect DMK to do another Instagram thing. Yeah, they might do that. Yeah, we'll see. I don't think their one for DuckTales went very well, so we'll see if they actually do it or not. They wanted the likes, I think, a lot faster, and they didn't get them, so we'll see. You're still waiting for Harry Potter Hogwarts Mystery, Amanda? It is coming. Don't worry, it is coming. I wanted to do another Wizards Unite on Potter Girl though first, and just because I found some like crazy information with that limited time event that's going on right now. So I'll do Hogwarts Mystery maybe on Tuesday evening maybe. That's probably when I'll do it. Oliver and Company, maybe. Oh, you're going to welcome Anastasia. That's awesome. Congrats. That's huge news in the kingdom for sure. All right, so guys, Huey live stream tomorrow. We're definitely doing that on the channel. And again, if you guys want to see me live or any other videos, then I have a couple other channels that I'm a part of. Swirly Pops, Potter Girl, you name it. Again, American Girl Spirit's another one. So I'm always doing stuff on YouTube, so you guys can usually find me on there if you're looking for some more live time. All right, so thanks guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed the live stream, and hopefully I've been of some help to get yourselves ready for Tower Challenge number 7. Again, make sure you guys watch the live stream tomorrow, because I will be welcoming this adorable, cute little DuckTales ducky into the kingdom tomorrow. So I'll make sure I start that process a little bit later today. And it'll be hard not to tap him to bring him into the kingdom. It's going to be way too hard, but I will be doing saving that for tomorrow. So thank you guys for watching. Give it a big Mickey thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new to stay tuned for lots more DMK videos. Bye guys!